Hey guys, Jonathan here. Well, as you've seen, we've got a Bricks and Minifigs store here in Nashville now. And for those that don't know, Bricks and Minifigs is a used and new Lego store where you can trade sets in and cool stuff comes in all the time. So for May the 4th this year, they've got a really cool promotional item. From what I hear, it's called the BRICKSABER, and it's like a life-sized minifigure hilt lightsaber type thing. You would have seen it in the thumbnail by now, presumably, but I'm really excited to go check it out, so I'm going to put on a nicer shirt and get over there and see what they're up to today. One of my favorite things about visiting this store is seeing how the city grows between visits. This time they've added the Ninjago modulars, and these things look awesome. I love seeing all the detail, and I love seeing these big buildings all put together next to each other, because it's not something you get to see every day, and it really makes for a memorable visit every time. Alright, well, I'm a man of my word. I've said since the last video that if this was here, I would buy it. And for those that may not notice, the eyes are actually misprinted. See how, like, the white is shifted outside of the black of the eye? So, you know, it's unique, it's cool, it's Toby. It definitely has a home in my collection. But, yeah, I said a month ago if it was here, I would get it, and it's still here. So, coming home with me. Alright, so for May the 4th, they've got this really cool BRICKSABER. It's like literally a Lego lightsaber that's life-sized. You can battle with it, you can use the Force, but Jake's going to show us how it's done.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It has 12 different colors. You turn it on, it makes noise. Turn it upside down. You can change between the colors.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Red one. Block blasters. Even has like the contact.
It's like you're in the video game.
So it's going to be available May 4th here at Bricks and Minifigs Brentwood. It's going to be $150. We're going to have silver hilts and also black hilts available. It's very strong, durable, metal hilt, rechargeable by USB-C. It's really awesome.
Limited edition too, right? You don't have too many of them?
Yep, don't have too many.
Alright, curiosity has gotten the best of us. Make sure we're safe distance from the city, of course. But let's go. Oh my gosh, these are really good.
They work really well.
I need like a total like revenge of the Sith move, like something that would never happen.
Oh no, it turned off! They hold up really well.
So they got this giant Emmett in, and it's on this really cool wooden Lego block, and this was a display piece from the movie theater. So I guess they also had Wild Style and Batman at one point too, but this thing is absolutely massive. Like, no joke for scale. I'm standing next to it. It is so huge. Alright, well I'm back home now, and that means it's time for the haul. So let's go ahead and start with our big green guy back here. I picked up the Ragnarok Hulk. Now this is the Gladiator Hulk, and I don't know, just with the weapons and everything, it was a pretty decent price, so couldn't say no, and definitely a cool one to add to the archive. Got a Ms. Marvel here, which is cool. The very first ever Ms. Marvel from years and years back with the stretchy arms. Pretty random by these days, but hey, now that she's in the MCU, I think that the collectability of this one is starting to go up. Now, this is what's called a foil bag. These are from Europe, and it's pretty cool. They have like a whole display of them there. And this is Shazam, so definitely cool to add to my sealed collection. Then, of course, I picked up 2 of these Doctor Strange poly bags. These are the new ones that just came out recently, and I think that these are cool to add to, well, I'm going to add one to the archive, and I'm going to use the other one for pieces and stuff, so pretty rad. Plus $5, I think it's $6 there, but $6 and you get a Doctor Strange. Can't argue with that. For minifigs, I went ahead. For the minifigs, I picked up Old Man Han Solo because my version of this had a crack like right down the middle of the head, and I want to get this head new and mint, if you will, for the Indiana Jones showcase for the Dial of Destiny, because we need an Old Man Harrison Ford head, and right now LEGO hasn't announced if we're getting any sets, so that's good to know. Anyways, here we've got Yoda from the Clone Wars with gray hair in the back. Now, I did pick up a bunch of random Star Wars characters like Anakin Clone Wars, the Bespin Guard here, and the reason for that is I'm trying to go through and get every Star Wars minifig ever, so I have to fill in some really random gaps of stuff that, like, just kind of slipped through the cracks over the years, including this droid from Solo, A Star Wars Story. So this Robin is from the Lego Batman movie, but this specific variant is actually from a Lego Dimensions add-on pack. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Again, it's one of those random things that I'm trying to get all the superheroes too, just like I'm trying to get all the Star Wars. So, gotta have it because it's one of everything. So, here we've got Black Panther from Civil War, the original. I just think that this one's going to be super collectible someday, so it's good to throw in the archive. Captain Carter here has the printed legs, dual molded legs, and the printed arms that work really, really well for the Guardians of the Galaxy upgrade, especially those arms, really, for their Volume 3 suits. So I definitely wanted to add that to the collection. I don't know who this guy is, but there's a character in the Flash movie who I'm not going to give spoilers for, but there's a toy of them, and Brody and I were talking about it, and it's like, yeah, this is probably one I want to have, just waiting in the wings in case I need these pieces for that Flash character. I also picked up Baby Groot here in his Ravager uniform with his angry face, which is pretty cool. Definitely cool with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on the horizon. And finally, I did end up picking up that misprint Toby. So now that we're here and we've got him under the studio lights, if you will. So now that we're here at home and we've got him under the studio lights, you can see that he had printing on the head and the torso that's just kind of worn off over the years. Although, you know, maybe it just wasn't a super solid print to begin with, but as I move it in the light, you can kind of see where the printing was. But what I really love is the misprinted head with that eye being outside of the black frame. That is just so wild and so random and something I've never really quite seen before. The torso has definitely seen better days, but I'm happy to add this to my collection just because it's so random and weird. That being said, let me know what your favorite part of the video was. Those BRICKSABERs are super, super fun. I'm going to have to get me one of those. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And until next time, build on. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.